rather Owen McGrath. Pass given astray and he gathers it himself. There's John Milan. He can score on the left, half blocked, good defending. There's a follow-on between Milan and John Gardner. Continues down towards the full forward line. Here's Kevin Moran crossing it. It's 2 against 2 here. Shane Walsh knocks it down for his Donald Cusick. Right decision by the Cork keeper. Goes for distance. Ben O'Connor challenged there by Declan Prendergast. Owen Murphy lays it off to Owen Kelly. It's well wide. The shooting is not great.
No, the shooting is poor, but I think Waterford will be happier. Here's John Milan now. Just back down, yeah. I see Shane O'Neill now following through. No need for that. But both backlines well on top. And I think Waterford, coming into the game, everyone making Cork favourites. Most people, I went for Waterford myself, but I think they'll be very happy the way the game is going for them, and they're growing confidence.
Great catch by Shane O'Sullivan. Nice little hook there by Rob by Tom Kenny. The arrival of Ken McGrath just might be a blood substitution. Let's see. Mind you, Richie is taking off the helmet, so it could be a permanent arrangement.
I'd say so. I definitely troubled by the finger, I'd say, and he was under pressure from Carl Nocton.
Shane O'Sullivan drops it in. There's a chance here for O'Kelly. Will he go for it? Saved by Donald Cusick. Great control. Excellent stick work by the Cork goalkeeper, Carl Nocton. Aiming for Isaki O'Halpine at the edge of the square. It's a big one. Pulls on it. Clinton Hennessy controls it. Sends it straight back down into the middle of the field. Sean O'Halpine, Shane O'Sullivan. Good calling to Ken McGrath. Gives it low towards Milan. Gets away from Carl Nocton. Was he tripped?
Definitely foul.
Certainly looked like a foul. Tom Kenny gives it long. Comes down towards Pat Horgan. Back there is Michael Brick Walsh. The game stepping up in tempo just a little bit. There's Owen Murphy. Again gives it long. John Gardner underneath this. Owen McGrath arrives. Shane O'Sullivan. Referee blows the whistle for the foul on the Waterford midfielder.
Yeah, just watch John Milan out in front, did well, and just flicks the ball back past Carl Nocton here, and Carl just catches him with the hurl. Definitely a free in.
Owen Kelly going to take this free. A few centimetres inside the Cork 65. 3 minutes in fact to go to the break. It's looking good. The umpire is going for his flag. 3 points, 3 frees for Owen Kelly. Waterford ticking over nicely. So we can confirm the arrival of Ken McGrath was a blood substitute, and Richie Foley is back on the playing arena again. But at least it shows that Ken McGrath got a touch. It will do his confidence
absolutely
a bit of good if he is required on a permanent basis. Brick Walsh. Owen Murphy gives it long. Kevin Moran and Ronan Curran. Curran has to go back to gather the hurl. John Gardner is on the ground. Referee is going to give a throw ball here. Stephen Malumphy is 11. Tom Kenny 8. Jerry O'Connor just literally crawls over the sideline. Brian Gavin from Offaly, the linesman at the far side, indicates it's a Waterford ball. Shane O'Sullivan, regular cutter of these sideline balls. He'd be disappointed with that. And away come Cork. Tom Kenny. Ben O'Connor runs into a cul-de-sac that has Waterford written all over it. Referee blows the whistle.
I think that's, yeah. No, I think he indicated steps. The hand pass looked fine.
Let's just check this.
No, great harrying again here. Shane O'Sullivan, and Brick gets onto the ball here. No. you know, you're allowed to drive out 4 steps. I'd say there was very, very little in that.
Well, a little bit of
It's a thing.
unhappiness.
Well, it's a thing that kind of gets me about, and I'm not being critical of the referee, but on technical things like that, 4.5 steps, and then you'll see maybe a stroke being pulled a yard or two away from the ball. They don't seem to be able to at times get it, but I certainly feel that was a harsh one on Waterford.
And he was under severe pressure.
He was, yeah, but you know, he's driving out the ball. If he takes 4 or 5 steps.
2 minutes of additional time to be added on. Gives you an idea of the angle for Ben O'Connor. Dropping this in, Clinton Hennessy bats it out. Ben O'Connor's free taking very much a talking point in this first half.
Absolutely.
And indeed, right from the beginning, the body language for Ben over the ball wasn't a very comfortable one.
That's right. He came over here to take the first one just down in front of us, and he didn't look comfortable on it. And yeah, this is a very awkward one though as well for Clinton Hennessy. He's been very sharp. He's 3 or 4 balls to handle on his line, and he did well again there. He batted it way away from the goals and did well.
John Gardner scored 3 times in the championship so far, and this is his first in the Munster final. We're into injury time. First half of this Munster final, it really hasn't lived up to pre-match expectations. It's interesting, but by no means exciting. Ball breaks out. Hard-working Brian Murphy and Shane O'Neill in the Cork defence. Niall McCarthy just took his eye off it momentarily. Wins the possession back. 10 out of 10. A sheer effort. Paul Naughton is back there helping out his half-back line. 2 against 1 here. Bypasses them all. Fares Osaki O'Halpine. There's nobody in around the Waterford goalpost. Osaki has to go alone. Good work by Michael Brick-Walsh. Clinton Hennessy does the cleaning up. Gets it out for his fullback, Liam Lawler, who last year was playing with the Waterford footballers. Off the fingertips of Richie Foley. Linesman would disagree. It says it's off a Cork man.
Yeah, Brick Walsh really, very influential in the first half, clearing up an awful lot of ball. And just repeat that statistic again, only 1 Cork forward has scored from play. Ben O'Connor's got 1 point, and John Mullane is the only Waterford forward to score, and he's scored 2 points, and that's unbelievable really in a half of a Munster final, that we've 10 forwards on the field that haven't scored.
Cork full forward line, nobody has scored. 2 of the Cork half forward line, you're right.
It's unusual, and at the end of the day, you have to be putting it on the board or winning frees or whatever. That's what you're there for, and both backlines really on top.
Great sideline ball by Richie Foley, cut out by Ronan Kern. Ben O'Connor leaves it for Gardner. Drives it over to the far corner for Osaki O'Halpine, and the referee Johnny Ryan blows the half-time whistle. Well, we were looking forward to a thriller, but it really hasn't materialised in the opening half. There was a bit of a sussing out period in the opening 2 or 3 minutes when there was a lot of handbag stuff going on. First half 35 minutes, 37 minutes, the sides level 4 times. Dominated by the defences, John Mullane, the only Waterford player to score from play. Owen Kelly scored 3 times from frees, and Shane O'Sullivan has contributed twice from midfield. Half time in the Munster hurling final of 2010, it's Waterford 7 points, Cork 6. Back to you, Michael.
It is indeed. Back to Marty and Michael for the second half a little bit later on. Here with the studio with me is Cyril Farrell, Tomás Mulcahy and Gerlach Nan. Tomás, let's get a quick word from you first of all. Not a great game, as the lads were saying. Was the scoreline that'll be more of concern to you?
Oh, absolutely, Michael. It isn't a great game, and certainly, I suppose, from a tactic point of view, Davy will be happy going in at half time. They've dropped an awful lot of guys back. Their work rate up front is incredible, and they're trying to isolate John Mullane with Owen Cadigan in his side at full forward position. But I suppose more crucial from a Cork perspective is we've none of the sharp puckles that we saw the last day against Tipperary. They're struggling to find men. Our half forward line, bar Niall McCarthy, is struggling big time here, and with only 1 forward to score in the first half, it shows where Cork are at this stage. They're struggling in a lot of key positions, and maybe for Ronan Kern and Niall McCarthy, we could be further behind in that game.
Yeah, all right, okay, we'll be hearing from Cyril and Ger after this commercial break.